Hello everyone. Last time we talked about authentic teachers and some of the qualities that they share. Today we will switch to the other side and look into the expressions of inauthentic ones. Indeed, some observations about the inauthentic ones was my primary reason to create this series in the first place. Because recently I've seen a post from someone who is claiming to be actually a teacher and healer with all the good intentions, and she shared something with her community, and someone challenged her framing or asked a question that really fundamentally shaped some of the assumptions that was underlying her teaching at that particular time. And the reaction that she shared was really, instead of really trying to understand where the other person is coming from or trying to hold the space for an understanding to open, it was an immediate pushback, immediate criticism in a way to minimize the other side, indicating that if the other person is not able to understand the essence and the quality of her teachings, it's her problem and she doesn't even need to be in her community. She can just leave. I've seen a couple similar patterns in some of the other teachers or healers, and this always makes me question what is teaching and what is healing. As you always know, I always bring some definitions into my discussions. So the healing, in essence, means becoming whole again, becoming one with all, unity. And in that sense, the teachers and the healers are the ones who are walking us along this journey of wholeness and union while we are trying to find our own unity and wholeness, while we are still trying to connect to our own inner voice. In that sense, they are actually the holders of light and love while we are still in a vulnerable stage, while we are still trying to love ourselves and know ourselves. In that realm, for me at least, for anyone to be classified as a teacher and a healer, first they need to connect to their own inner unity, inner wholeness first, and do their enough homework to clean their own energy to a level that they can even hold the space for others' transition and transformation to happen. And for authentic teachers who are at that level, they don't really have anything to be offended. One of my dear teachers in my own journey has been David Hawkins, and his favorite teachings is always around universality. It's always invitational, it's always integral. And he has a famous quote that I really like so much. He says, "That which is true needs no defense." This means if you are really aligned with the truth, which is whole and united all the time, you don't need to defend anything. And of course, as a teacher, you might be challenged. Then, if you are taking that journey as a teacher, this also ultimately makes you a student. So, if someone is challenging you, this can be an invitation for you to see their perspective or help them to see yours. If you claim that yours is more elevated than theirs, and as a teacher, if you are taking the journey for helping them to elevate their consciousness, I think you need to hold the space at a point of love and understanding first for that person to really come with you along the journey. And if you're really here looking down with all your spiritual ego that really screams to the world like, look what I've achieved and how beautiful I am, and you just need to affirm me and confirm me and do whatever I tell you to do, and you just need to follow all I say. And if you ever question any of my teachings and any of my practices, it's your fault because you're not elevated enough. These are some of the qualities that really reflects how on whole and how united someone still is in his or her journey. A couple days ago, I was listening to another conversation between two spiritual teachers, and one of them was actually bringing a very different angle for these type of teachers out there, and he was saying that there's always a value for anyone in the ecosystem because we all are attracted to different teachers based on where we are in our own journeys. And even if someone is not really at the right level of unity teaching, through their teachings, even if it's not really holistic and united, maybe we can still get our lessons, even if those lessons might be some painful ones. Sometimes we need to take the wrong path to really understand where we're not supposed to go. So I truly believe that universe works in its own magic, and there is always a process that beautifully unfolds, and there is no right and wrong in that process. So there is always teachers and healers for everyone, but if you're really talking about authentic ones that can really take you in the journey of unity and healing till you connect your own voice, those are the ones I think that are holding the space and holding the understanding for all the time. And those are the ones I think who doesn't need defense because they are already where they are supposed to be, and they are only lovingly and patiently inviting others to come with them in the journey. So this could be just, I think, another angle to really differentiate who the authentic teachers might be, and maybe protect us from the ones who are still evolving in their own journeys. Thank you all.